We are enjoying life in San Diego after 50. Thank you for joining us. This is part 6 of our starting over at 50 segment, the Mayu. Adopting Mayu was definitely an experience to say the least. We learned a lot about ourselves and each other through Mayu, and I will say that while she posed a lot of challenges, she also did and continues to provide us with an endless source of entertainment, intentional and not. The first day my husband was watching Mayu alone, I was at work. She got stung by a bee and had an allergic reaction with her body and face getting all swollen. My poor husband did not know what to do, so he took her to the nearest vet, and when they told him they couldn't see her, he almost cried. Seeing his reaction, they reconsidered and actually told him that it may take a while, but they would see her. An hour and a half later, he returned home with a $500 bill, traumatized and ready for a nap. Mayu, on the other hand, was fine after a Benadryl shot and ready to seek revenge on this so-called enemy that caused her daddy so much stress. The sad thing is, if he would have called me, I would have told him to just give her some Benadryl because the same thing happened to my dog in Hawaii. Tomato, tomato, we are who we are. One of the biggest differences we have even now is that he likes to give the dogs the freedom to roam around in the yard at any time, day or night. Especially at night, I worry about the coyotes since we live close to a canyon, but he believes our dogs will be able to defend themselves if and when, heaven forbid, they are ever attacked. Mind you, Mayu is a friendly dog, and whenever we go on walks at 4 a.m., yes, my husband will only take the dogs on a walk in the early morning hours. If we see a coyote, Mayu is wagging her tail a mile a minute with that play with me gesture that she displays whenever she sees anyone or any other animal. Defend herself? Yeah, I think not. One day I was defrosting some chicken on the counter and didn't think anything of it until Mayu jumped up and grabbed a piece and took off running. I ran after her with such a vengeance that it scared my husband. I was determined to get it back and teach her that she does not take food off the counter, period. As I finally grabbed her and began prying her mouth open, I could hear my husband in the background almost whispering, "Why don't you just let her have it? Geez, she's already got it in her mouth. I don't want to eat that now. Ew." I turned and shot my husband an angry look as I wrestled the chicken out of her mouth and shouted, "It's my chicken. I'm going to eat it, not her. It's the principle that counts." In retrospect, it was probably hilarious, to say the least, to see a determined, short Asian woman chasing a 25-pound pit bull mix who had a big piece of chicken breast dangling out of her mouth. Thank goodness it happened in the privacy of our own home. Another of Maya's quirks is she loves to dig. She has dug so many holes in our backyard and most of the once underground sprinkler system. If she sees anything that moves, she either wants to play with it or eat it. She single-handedly ate all of the roly-poly bugs in our backyard. I can just hear those insects teaching their young ones, "If you see the big black monster, you have to run." But going back to Maya's digging, she's dug so many holes in our backyard that when it rains, we have all 5 of the Great Lakes in our backyard. I can only say that I hope that she finds what she's looking for as soon as possible. Mayu was an only dog for about 9 months until we brought my dog Miko from Hawaii. Mayu had just turned 1 year old while Meeks was a grouchy old lady of 12. Mayu was so excited to have a sibling that she just could not and would not leave Meeks alone. Poor Miko. She just wanted to sleep and instead had to deal with the constant yapping of a puppy in her face. Oh, the horror. The first day we both went back to work, we decided to put Miko and Mayu in separate kennels in our bedroom, which would prove to be an epic mistake. When my husband came home first, he was greeted with a complete mess in both crates. Seriously, Meeks had peed in her crate, while Mayu, who had never had an accident before, seemed to say, "What? You're gonna pee in your kennel? Well, I'm going to do better. I'm going to pee, poop, and vomit. See if you can beat that." My poor husband took the dogs out and dragged both kennels outside and cleaned everything up, including the dogs. Again, this is a true man right there. Needless to say, we never tried that again. Our next idea was leaving them both in the living room with a gate to block them in. This also did not go well with Meeks. She headbutted the gate out of the way and headed upstairs to our bedroom where we found the both of them on our bed. We gave in and let them both stay in our bedroom while we were at work, and it turned out well. They settled into a nice routine, and once again, there was harmony in our little household. Meanwhile, my twin sister had relocated from Hawaii to Japan, but we kept in constant contact through the Line app. This would play a crucial role in an upcoming situation that would further deepen my love for my husband. We will get into that next time. Thank you for watching.